Hey, Stavvy. As a fellow manlet, I bet you can help me with this situation. I often have this internal dialogue with myself of whether or not to put my height into my Tinder bio or not. Sometimes, when I go match and I go on a date, they're usually fine with it. Other times, they tend to kind of be very turned off by it. They seem to be annoyed. I was wondering, once again, since you are also a fellow manlet,
All right,
I
man,
was
stop
wondering
calling me a
if you could
manlet.
probably tell me when is the best time to give them a heads up that I'm a little on the shorter side. You know, I'm not necessarily, catfishing them with their bios. It's pretty obvious in all my group pictures that I'm the shortest of the bunch. However, being 5'5", can be a
Oh,
turnoff since it is below
okay.
average. So I was wondering your advice on to help the situation. Thanks, Steph.
Well, look, listen, man. I don't mean to be this guy. 5'7" and 5'5", there's a nice amount of difference there. Okay? So don't. I'll say this. When I show up, like, what did I say earlier? There's spiritual height and then there's physical height. You got to get your fucking spiritual height up, brother. All right? You're coming out there ashamed to be 5'5". Fuck that. You love who you are, man. I fucked girls taller than me, and I show up, and it's almost like, I mean, I'm lucky that if you're gonna fuck me, what's being short? You know, if you've already decided.
How tall are you, Stav?
I'm 5'7".
You're 5'7"? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm at a point where it's like, listen, if you made the decision to fuck me, being short is not going to be the deal breaker. All right, there's a lot of stuff I would say you got to look even stupider. You probably look like a regular guy who happens to be little. You got to knock out your teeth. You got to get stupid facial hair. You got to do something to tip them off. But in terms of giving them I don't know. What would you? I would never tell somebody before. Would you? What do you?
I've heard this so many times. I have a segment called Chad Vice, and I do this similar thing, and like 90% of the people asking for advice is exactly this.
Really? All right.
Yeah, short kings. Now I'm gonna tell you right now. First of all, immediately purchase platform shoes, like those Doc Martens. I even have them. I bought them on the internet. I thought they were regular boots. They were like, they had platforms under them.
Yeah.
Who cares? Wear them. I'm 6'4" and I still wear fucking platform shoes. All right. If you're 5'5", you should automatically be wearing.
You get lifts,
shoes.
Baby.
Boom! You get that lift. You're 5'8". All of a sudden, you're even taller than Stav.
That's right.
And then, not only do you wear platform shoes, but then you lie. Just fucking lie about your height. I don't understand. Like, definitely lie. I cannot stress this enough. Like, there's no fault. There's no problem with being 5'5", but there's also no problem with just fucking saying that you're 5'8". Who the fuck's gonna know the difference? Like, who cares? Like, all right. At the point where you're like, you say you're 5'8", you got a fucking 3-inch, you got 3-inch platform shoes on, and you take the fucking platforms off. Like, who cares at that point? Like,
you gotta fuck on your tippy toes.
You enough anyway.
Yeah. No, you gotta start taking some ballet classes so you can strengthen up your toe strength. Because you're gonna need to be getting pussy on your tippy toes. she's on her knees. You got to be on your toes, getting sucked off.
All I'm saying is they're not gonna know how tall you are when you guys are lying in bed next to one another. And even when you get to the point where you got to take the platform boots off, like at that stage, like she has to be the most conceited, awful, shallow person ever. She's like, actually, you told me you were 5'8", but you're 5'5". Like,
right.
That's just
you're at least getting pussy that night. Maybe you're not getting a follow-up, but your dick is going to get wetted up that evening. Listen, the other thing is, though, the other thing I'll say, which is it's the cousin to just lie, is like, whatever you need to do to get to the date. Don't put it in your fucking bio. Get to the date, and then it's up to your personality to make up. If you don't want to walk around in fucking platforms, you know what I mean? If you don't want to look like an extra on Soul Train, then maybe what you need to do is just get there and just believe in yourself. Make up those inches personality wise. Like I said, spiritually get your height up.
That's the main thing. A lot of people who are really obsessive about their height kind of make it harder for themselves. Like,
yeah, for sure.
When you are constantly focusing on your height and constantly thinking about it, you're handicapping yourself for no reason.
Yes, sir.
Where, you know, if you were very confident, and it is something you can work on, and it is something you can get better at by just doing over and over again by talking to a lot of people. If you were confident, you could absolutely make up for it with your personality, which is key usually.
If anything, the dumber you look and the more confident you are, it multiplies how confident you are. Look, that's the thing. That's what has saved me in my entire life in every facet. It's almost people almost being like surprised by how little I give a fuck. And that's the other thing. People aren't that judgmental. They take their cues on what you put out. So anyway, you heard it here first, folks. Just fucking either wear platform shoes, lie. Our advice is wear large shoes, lie to women, and everything will be okay.
No. Wait, let me just repeat. No. I am saying that. For sure. I am definitely saying that. But what I'm also saying is like, that is always going to help you. Okay.
Yes.
Wearing platform shoes and lying to women about your height originally, but like, you know, within the margin of fucking error.
Of course.
Like, don't say you're 6 foot if you're 5'5". Like,
coming up
on.
in stilts.
Yeah. But like, you know, just you can lie within the margin of error for sure. But then also on top of that, like if you still don't have a good personality, if you're still not confident, like you're still gonna fucking butcher it. So
totally.
Obviously, that's the most important part is your the way you deal with it and your confidence.
And be honest with yourself. Is it the height or is it that you blew it? And here's the other thing, or is she a dumb bitch? Because the kind of person that's like, you're shorter than I thought, and just dismisses it outright without giving you at least a shot is kind of a dumb bitch anyway. All right.
You don't want to be with a person. Yes, you don't want to be with a person who is already dismissing you because of your height anyway.
Yes. Oh, this is a good one. Somebody in the chat says, lie about your height and go to the date in a wheelchair. Show up in a wheelchair. Pretend your legs don't work. She'll never know how fucking tall you are.
That is definitely way worse than what I said. And could be rape, I think, in some states. Like, literally not even legal, most likely, to like lie to someone.
I'm just imagining having your hard ass dick out and then like automatic wheeling, like, you know, the wheelchairs that work with your finger, wheeling in and out of the pussy. That's the Hawking style.
Right.
Let me get some pussy. Bust it wide open for me, bitch.
Wait, why are you Stephen Hawking now? Like,
well, now we're taking it to its logical conclusion.
You're not even on a motorized scooter anymore.
You're on a motorized. You got it all.